Hello. Who are you? Doesn't matter. Welcome. You're safe with me. I'll be right here, nice and close so I can speak without alerting the others. Let me tell you about Senua. Her story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
What's happening? It's breathing. Dead. It's breathing. It's breathing. He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting closer. They're watching. They're watching. They're watching. They're watching.
This is a journey deep into darkness.
They're watching.
There will be no more stories after this one.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? They're watching. Why doesn't she turn coming? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him. He's already dead. I can feel you coming. Quiet.
Oh, how rude of me. I never told you of the others. You hear them too, right? They've been around ever since the tragedy. Well, that's not quite true. Some are old, some are new, but they've changed. I think the darkness changed them, just like it changed her.
Can you see them? Over there. Why isn't she looking? Why aren't you looking? He's in Hellblade.
Look, up ahead. You see it too?
You promised you came.
Yes. It is real after all. She's finally arrived in the land of mist and fog. The place the Northmen call Hell.
Turn back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe. Go back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe.
It's them. They're here.
You see them? I can see you.
Look around and you will see them. The drowned, the sick, the slain. Here they lie, rotting in the fields and rivers of hell. But the dead don't always lie still here.
You see them?
This is not a place of rest.
You can't do this. Go back. Go back. They're going to do that to you. Can you see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you. They're watching. Stop. Can you feel them watching? They're watching her. They're watching her. You're so close to the darkness. Go back. Can you feel it?
What is she thinking? I can tell you. She's afraid. Wouldn't you be? You'd think she would get used to it by now after so many years. But the darkness, it just builds onto itself, growing stronger, towering over her. You might try and ignore it, turn away. But it's always there, just out of sight, where you're most vulnerable. It's like it knows that just enough light is all you need to see its suffocating power.
They can feel you.
You might think she's brave to go on this journey on her own, but it isn't bravery that drives her. bravery only means something to those afraid of death, then it was fear runs far, far deeper. What is she looking at? What is she leaving behind? I know what she's thinking. I hear her thoughts. It's not too late to get into the boat and go back. No one will judge her. No one will ever know. Oh, she heard us. There's no going back.
You can't do it.
Senua pushes away a world that conspired to cause so much suffering. There's nothing to go back to, and worse to look forward to. Why don't you join us? Maybe you too have a part to play in this story.
Okay, so that was the entire cinematic before you start the game. And it's a very cinematic game, so since I don't have my camera up right now, I just figured, since we do a lot of storytelling here, and we do a lot of RPG, it has a lot of action elements, a lot of puzzles. I was going to do this back in October, because it kind of fit the mood for October, but of course I was indisposed, I couldn't do anything. So I just figured, let's just give it a shot, see if anybody likes this one. We'll come back to Mass Effect, we'll come back to Cyberpunk, hopefully we get some rotation going, but my wife really was interested in watching this game, so I figured why not stream it instead of just playing it independently. I have played it a little bit before, but it was a long time ago, and since the new one's going to be coming out maybe next year, we can hopefully get this finished before next year comes around. So I see Dirty's in here, and I see Dirty Sparkle, and I see Holly's in here. So let's just have some fun here. Again, like I said, it's a lot of cinematic, so it almost works with the way I have the stream set up right now, where the camera's not on, it's all about gameplay. So let's have some fun playing it.
Use your eyes. Use your eyes. Come closer.
Do not forget my stories, Senua. Because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there. They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hela's gate, but gods and the living will follow this path. You must leave the Isles of Orkney across the eastern sea and find a road that leads north and down through deep, dark valleys. After 9 nights of riding, you will follow a great river and will find a bridge covered in gold. The path to Helheim goes from there, across the river of knives that flows from the dark world of Niflheim.
towards us. But she's not stopping. Not this time.
Can you see it?
The land of mist and fog.
He's in there.
The old fool was right.
You see him?
What was it he said? The river of knives across which lies the halls of hell. The place they call Helheim.
He's lost. He's lost. Where are you? I hear you. He's there, you know it.
There's no doubt about
He's
it.
lost.
The source of the darkness is in Helheim,
You'll never find him. They're
and the goddess Hela holds his soul there.
coming.
Her dear beloved, Dillian.
So the background, and I don't want to give any spoilers or anything, but the background is, this is in northern England, about the time of the Romans. And in northern England, of course, you had the Druids, and I can't remember if she's specifically part of the Druids, but she is part of a faction that wasn't able to be conquered by the Romans. And it wasn't until later on that they were never conquered by the Romans. In fact, that's how, when they built Hadrian's Wall, it was just to kind of keep them separate. But historically speaking, they were wiped out by the Vikings. So this is clearly what looks like a very Viking-ish settlement. It's warped a bit, you know, it makes it look like it's some kind of like animal figure. But the point here is that, like I said, I'm not giving any spoilers by saying any of this. Is just historical stuff. But her background is this that historical group around the Roman times, early, probably what, third century, yeah, 3rd century, 4th century, AD. But anyway, just wanted to give that background information about her.
Why is she doing this? Why doesn't she turn back?
She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him.
He's already dead.
He's dead.
But his soul is in Helheim.
His soul still lives.
Do you know where you are?
The bridge to Helheim.
Wants to see us.
I forget its name. She forgets too. But she does remember that only the dead may cross it. That part wasn't so easy to forget.
She can't.
The old fool said there was a hidden path up to it. Let's see, shall we?
The Northmen speak of 9 worlds. The world of men they call Midgard. Sky gods dwell in Asgard. The gods of earth, harvest, wind, and sea dwell in Vanaheim. The good elves dwell in Alfheim. The evil ones dwell in Svartalfheim. The mountain giants dwell in Jotunheim. The fire giants dwell in Muspelheim. Niflheim is the world of ice and darkness. Only the dead dwell in Helheim, and that is where you must travel.
That's the way. You're in danger. Go. Fall. Just drop down. What's down there? Do you know where you are? Where are we? Why did she do that? She shouldn't have done it. She can't go back now.
No, this is it. The hidden path.
It's going to hurt you. It's dangerous.
Don't kill me. I'm not one of them.
Don't listen.
I was just hiding. I find I live longer that way. Don't listen. I'll never let the bastards catch me again. Never! Wait. Who are you?
It's just a memory.
Druth? Is that you?
Around you now.
For my tales of the Northmen, they call me Druth. A liar.
He's lost.
An old fool. Druth is my truth.
It's good to see you again. You kept your vow.
Guide you in this life and the next. I will tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
Tell me your stories again, old friend. I'm listening.
The runes seal the gates to hell. Focus your inner eye, and you too will see what's hidden in plain sight.
Look really clearly.
Focus, Senua.
Focus, and you'll see.
What happens if you focus? I can see one.
Hold it in your mind's eye. Find one like it to open the gate. It's near. Focus, and you will find it.
You'll never find it. The secret, isn't it?
Look towards the gate, and the gate will open.
So, yeah, Senua here has some mental issues, and it's her psychosis that basically drives the information. So what you see is not always what you see, and so it's a very interesting mechanic. It's a way of saying, hey, look, there's, instead of just saying magic caused it, it's her own mind that's inhibiting her ability to see things sometimes. And so by unlocking certain things in her mind, she's able to kind of see the way forward. So she kind of has to push through certain barriers that she has created, not only for herself, but, maybe she just doesn't see it right away. And so by unlocking those things, it allows her to advance her mission.
The gate is open. Go through the gate.
Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it.
was enslaved in hell. But I watched the Northmen, learnt their ways.
I know you did.
You listened when everyone else laughed. My people paid a heavy price. Carry my stories with you, and together we will make the Northmen feel our fury.
Another voice joins us. She once tried to make them go away. Pretend they weren't real. But what good is that? When we are always here. I guess it's the same with heights. You can stand on the edge, pretend it's going to be okay. But you know that death is near, waiting for you to make that little slip. You can't just wish things away.
Stu, give it a go. Go on.
The world of the dead is ruled by the giantess, Hela, daughter of Loki. The gods feared her bloodline, bad on her mother's side and yet much worse on her father's. So, as a child, the All-Father cast her down into Helheim and gave her power over those who die of sickness, age, hardship, and self-slaughter. In all of the 9 worlds, only Hela can resurrect the dead. To Hela, your Dillion was sacrificed, and with her you must bargain.
So they keep bringing up Dillion. So she's here. I mean, I'm not giving anything away. Dillion is who she referred to, and who her inner voice is referring to, and who he just referred to. So she's essentially here for him.
Stay back. Look at it. You have to open it.
The gate to Helheim divides the living from the dead. Is that the face of Hela herself? The half-rotten goddess that rules over Helheim. Whatever horrors lie behind that door, she must find him. Shh. Someone's here.
How you doing, Dirty? I'm trying not to interrupt the game. But good to see you. Yeah, I know, it's a very good game. It just lines up perfectly with kind of how I'm streaming at the moment. I don't have a camera. I mean, I do, but I have to clean it first. So...
You took him from me. I beg you, let him go. I'll give you what you want. I won't resist anymore.
He's gone! There he is. Runs the one in front of you. She's got her sword. Prepare yourself. Attack!
She's so weak. So weak. They can see you're weak.
Behind you! Behind you!
They were always.
He can read you.
Don't give up. Don't. You did this.
A vision of what's to come. Poor Senua. The darkness does not bargain, it does not reason. It is rot. And now it has taken hold. It will spread towards her head, the seat of the soul, until there is nothing left of her. All of her suffering will have been for nothing. It's just a matter of time. The hardest battles are fought in the mind. That is what Dillian taught her. With every defeat, the dark rot will grow and soon it will take her soul. But for now, at least, she still has control of her mind. And she will fulfill her vow. Whatever the cost.
He's not right.
Listen to me, Senua. The goddess Hela lies behind the gate to Helheim. To open the gate, you must first face the gods that guard it. The god of fire, Surt, and the god of illusion, Valravan. Spill their blood to open the gate to Helheim and enter the land of the dead.
To Dillian.
To his soul. It won't open.
How will she get through?
Why won't it open?
Why can't she open it? She needs to challenge the gods.
She has to fight two gods first.
Two gods?
Two gates.
Which will she choose first?
One of them will kill her, I know.
The Northmen say that in the beginning there was nothing but darkness. Bitter cold to the north, fiery hot to the south. They say the cold formed ice, which melted from the sparks from the south. The power of the darkness gave life to the dripping ice, and the first giant was born, and was named Ymir. The ice continued to drip, and the power of the void gave life to it, and it became a cow, whose milk fed the giant. That's right, a cow. Bet you weren't expecting that.
That was one thing about this mechanic that I totally forgot, that the more you fail, the harder it becomes.
Sort.
So
Fire giant
hopefully I don't fail too often.
He comes from a land older than mankind. And the Northmen call upon his flaming sword to raise their enemies to the ground. Find him, Senua, and spill his blood.
She found the wretched old fool on her way back from the wilds. An outcast. He was badly burnt all over. She took pity on him, for he was not long for this world. Like her, who spoke of his own darkness. The Northmen.
Senua, we each walk these lands gazing towards different horizons, some of us further than others. Your father cannot see what you see, but there is nothing wrong with seeing the world the way you do.
Don't let them get behind you. Keep them in sight.
I can still smell it.
The sweet, sickly stench of burning human flesh. And I still hear their cries carried in the wind. Do you hear them too, Senua?
Yes, I heard their screams, and I still hear them now. Are they screaming?
How's this?
Focus.
The rooms. Screams will help you. Screams. You can hear the rooms. How's this? Follow the screams. Focus. Now. Follow the screams towards the rooms. The rooms are important. She has to find out. What's that sound? Are they screaming? The rooms. Scream. Screams will help you. Screams. Follow the screams towards the rooms. The rooms are important. Follow the screams. Screams.
Yeah, sometimes they make a reach as to what symbol you're supposed to use. And this one is getting tricky for me. Let's see. Maybe I'm supposed to get closer? It may not be this one at all. Yeah, see, it gets further away. You'll notice the mechanic. See how like this little symbol is off center? This one is like more, well, it's kind of off center too, so usually gets more toward the center the closer you get to the one you're supposed to do. See how it's like right in the middle? So it's one of these in the middle.
What's that sound?
Just got to get the right angle. Just don't know which one it is.
Screams will help you.
I thought for sure it was this one though. See how it's like right in the middle? Oh, let's see. Or maybe it's... Yeah, it's off-centered again. We're close, we just don't... Man, we're extremely close. Where? Yeah, I could have sworn it was this one. Or that it would be this one.
What's that sound? Are they screaming?
What am I missing?
The screams will help you. Screams. Follow the screams. Screams. Follow the screams towards the rooms. The rooms are important. Screams will help you. Screams. Screaming. The rooms. Screams. What's that sound? Screaming. Are they screaming? You can hear the leaves.
Find the rose.
Find them.
She needs to find You can hear the leaves. Can you hear them?
Find the rose.
Follow the screams. Screams. What's that sound? Are they screaming? The screams will help you. Screams. The rose.
Find them.
The rose. She needs to find it. What's that sound? Screaming. Are they screaming? You can hear the leaves. Can you hear them?
Find the rose.
Follow the screams. Screams. Follow the screams towards the rose. The rose. The rose. The screams will help you.
I knew it was
The
that
path
one.
to Helheim is sealed to the living,
Just couldn't get it to work.
but you already walk amongst the dead. Look towards the gate, and you will see that it has opened. When they first came to my lands, I knew enough of their tongue to beg for mercy, and they took me as a slave. I wish now that they had slaughtered me like the others. I rode their storm of fire, death, slavery to many lands. This darkness you speak of, I know it well.
And I'm still here to fight it.
It's nearly over. Finish. There's too many of them.
Find a good position.
But you let them behind.
Use your sword.
Do it.
gate of Surt, know that only a sacrifice will stoke the fires of Muspel, and let the dead walk through. Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surt. Hell will not give you the answers you want. But you mustn't look away from the horrors it does offer. Because you cannot overcome suffering if you refuse to look at it.
What's happening? Where's the fire gone? Where's it gone? The fire's disappeared. It was everywhere. Maybe it was an illusion. It was a trick. Maybe it was a test. Someone's testing us. The fire. Surt is through there. For you. He's waiting for her. You can't get through. How will she get through?
She'll need to find another way.
Truth, Surt. Find your own path.
There's always another way.
The Northmen tell this story.
Find your
Before the earth was created,
find it.
there was a world called Muspel. Because it was in the south, it was bright and hot, flaming, burning. Sparks that flew out from Muspel became the stars. Other sparks melted ice in the frozen world of Niflheim, creating the body of the first giant, Ymir. Muspel is one of the 9 worlds, and is now the land of the fire giants. And people from elsewhere cannot endure a journey there.
Another gate.
She needs to find it.
Another fire sacrifice.
Another fire
Another
sacrifice.
sacrifice.
Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surt.
It's too far.
She'll never find it. She'll never make her way back.
She needs to remember the way back.
What happens when she finds it?
Everything will burn.
Concentrate on where you're going. She needs to remember the path.
Everything will burn. Then how will she find the way back?
She won't. She won't be able to tell.
The Northmen say that the defender of Muspel is called Surt, the foremost of the fire giants. His name means the Black One, because he is like something burnt. The Northmen believe that he sits at the border of Muspel with his flaming sword, and at the end of the world he will leave his post. He will travel to Asgard and Midgard, waging war against all the gods. He will be victorious, and then burn the whole world with fire. The Northmen made fire sacrifices, burning slaves like me to reveal the path to Surt. I searched for meaning in their suffering, in their eyes, but they just screamed like helpless pigs.
So that's the path we came from, so yeah, I guess it wants me to go ahead and do this one. It's just I don't remember where I'm supposed to go after that, so hopefully the gameplay will force me to go the right way.
Do your gods answer your prayers, Senua? I asked the gods for mercy, all of them, even theirs. None answered. In the end, I set myself free. Defy the gods, Senua! Find your own path, like I find mine!
My gods abandoned me. I am alone.
Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surt.
Is the secret?
The Northmen of Hell worship the Devourers, insatiable gods of darkness. I come from Erin, Senua, where I once followed my own gods, the Tuatha De Danann.
Why did you abandon your gods?
Senua, I was a man of knowledge, not a warrior. To survive, I did things. Bad things. Like you, Senua. The man I once was has died. And when that happens, even gods you worship can die with you.
Oh, I died. I got trapped in the corner. I gotta do it again. That sucks. That's the only thing I remember about this game is sometimes you get trapped and in the fight scenes and you just can't get out. And I thought I had it, and then I didn't. Oh well.
You say your world has collapsed. Good. Let it collapse, and have the courage to shed your tears. Raise your world to the brine!
My world is dead.
Only then, as with a newborn, will you see the world anew.
No, I see nothing now. me truth. How did you escape your darkness?
Senua, once I found my purpose, I was no longer enslaved to the suffering I had to endure to reach it. Unclouded by fear, I could see it clearly in others. Even my captors feared the fire of Surt. And so, during one raid, I took my chance and ran, knowing that they would not follow. The fool ran into the fire. They left me for dead. Maybe they were right to. But here I am, free.
I'm glad I found you in the wilds. I wouldn't have made it without you.
The Northmen say that at Ragnarok, the sons of Muspel will travel to battle in the ship called Naglfar, the corpse ship. And when the sons of Muspel leave the ship and ride to battle, it will be as though the sky had split open, and Surt will lead them. Wherever he goes, flame will erupt before him, and fires will burn behind him. Through the fire! Keep running! Go on! Nothing will stop you! Run, Senator! Run, run, run! Through the
She's dying. It's empty. It's
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. darkness takes everything. Everyone.
Senua, are you sure you want to do this? We can fight this together, side by side. We always do.
This is my battle. I have to face it alone, away from you.
Where will you go?
I don't know.
For how long?
I don't know.
I believe in you. You know that. Just promise me that you will come back to me. I want you to say it. I want you to say it.
I will come back to you. I promise.
Come on.
Spill the blood of Surt and take his mark, and I will cheer you from yonder and for her being your dead.
You destroyed everything, everyone, but not me. Fight me now.
I'm in danger!
Stop it! Stop him! Stop it now! What are you doing? Surt is getting stronger. The flame shield. Defend yourself. Nobody cares. Better fight. Focus. She will die.
Hey, it's Big Brain Dave. Yeah, I was in danger, Dave.
For every battle won, a greater battle takes its place. And so it goes. Until we fall. And in the end, we all fall. Even the gods have their time. Yet we still go on. Why?
I made a promise, and I will go to hell to keep
I
it.
die free, knowing you will carry my stories with you. I have fulfilled my quest.
Yes, you have.
When the darkness comes, I vow to guide you in this life and the next to fulfill yours.
Then I will see you in hell.
Be ready to face horror in the eye, as I have, to find your answers. quest. The truth.
Druth was a troubled man, a scholar turned slave. They tortured him, took him with them on their raids, drove him to madness, spreading this new form of darkness to new worlds, to my world.
So how are you doing, Dave?
Senua saw a deep connection form between the Northmen and the darkness. If his tales of hell were true, then that was the source of it. She learned everything she could from him, until she too could see what he saw.
Oh, we're doing pretty good. I fired up the Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice because, well, a couple reasons. One, we got a Hellblade 2 coming out soon enough. I would like to get this streamed before that comes out, which looks very likely now. But it kind of goes along with how we do this stream at the moment. Right now I don't have the camera up, and it's just a good old RPG story time. I'm about to work out. I just do some push-ups.
Have you ever died before? It's a serious question. When the illusion of self is shattered, you simply cease to be. Though it may not seem that way to others, you know when it is true. You can feel it. A stranger in your own body. An imposter. And nothing is the same ever again. Senua has died before, and she will do so again. You can be sure of that.
She can't.
Why?
She's only done one test.
Just one.
She's only
test.
passed one test.
What's the other test?
What's the other
Is
test?
there another one?
There must be. The gate won't open.
Ruth said Valravan. Valravan. Dark magic.
Valravan. Ruth said Valravan.
No, he didn't. She needs to pass the test.
Valravan, ancestor of the seers and master of ravens.
There must
He
be.
hunts his prey with his powers of illusion and feasts on their remains. Follow the path to Valravan and defeat him in battle to earn his mark. The gate to Helheim cannot be opened without it.
So, this might be a good place to stop. I don't know how long I've been streaming. I don't have my counter up. Oh, there it is. It's been an hour and 25 minutes. You all me to go another 35 minutes? Anybody have an opinion? Because this game is, you can't save until you get to certain checkpoints. So, you know, it's one of those that we might find ourselves mid-story. But if anybody has a strong opinion, I might be able to beat this. I can't finish this area in 30 minutes, but it'll be close. It'll be close. Let's just explore this area. I think we can just do a couple quick areas for the next 10 or 15 minutes.
Ymir was a frost giant, a being of darkness, and all his sons and grandsons were dark after him. Of his daughters and granddaughters, some were monstrous, but others fair. But there was another who came from the ice. Buri. In shape, he was like a man, big and powerful. His son, Bor, took a fair giant to be his wife, and they had 3 sons. Odin was the eldest, and the Northmen hold him to be the foremost of the gods, the All-Father. Illusion hides the path to Valravan. Don't trust your eyes. Find another way to see the truth.
What's that? It's a door. No, it's not. No, it's not. Push it. Push it. Push it. Come on. Come on. Push it. She did it. She did it. Something else different. Can you see it?
It's funny. We all want to see behind the veil, don't we? But once we do, we mostly just close our eyes again and pretend what we saw was never really there.
Look.